once again that lovely day of the week called a Sunday, and here I am resetting for the week to come, aka Sunday reset. I am spending about 15 to 30 minutes prepping my home for the full week, and it is very late this evening. I did not deep clean my home yesterday. I usually deep clean on Saturdays, so my home's a bit messy and does require a tidy up. I don't always clean on Sundays and prep the whole house for the week to come, but I felt like this is the new year and still we're in January, so why not start the year fresh and start implementing Sunday resets? So here I am cleaning upstairs, tidying up our hallway, and decluttering very quickly, not too intensely, of course. Just anything that is laying around that should be put in its place. For instance, my son's stocking needs to be put away for the year. After my blankets are done washing and drying, they're still a bit wet, so I usually hang them up on the stairs. Do you do this? I don't know if it's just something that has been passed down from my mother to me, or if this is actually something that other people do. So please let me know if you also hang your blankets on the stairs. After cleaning my hallway, now I am moving on to my nightstand. I have a habit of bringing upstairs a water bottle every night before going to bed, and I drink it throughout the night. However, I don't finish the whole water bottle, hence some of them are still halfway full. But I don't throw all of these away. The ones that are pretty much gone, I do dump out, and the ones that still have a lot of water left, I place them back in the fridge for them to cool down and be ready for the next night when I will grab them from the fridge and bring it back upstairs. I am now prepping the floor and getting it ready to get vacuumed, meaning that I am removing everything that is in vacuum's way so that nothing gets, of course, in the way when I vacuum. I would love to season the carpet, but I have 9 cats and I don't want to cause any harm to them, so I do not put that one little air freshener powder that many people add onto their carpets before they vacuum. I did grow up in a household where my mom did used to season her carpet before she vacuumed, and I used to love that smell. So I would love to do that here, but as I mentioned, I have 9 beautiful cats and I don't want to ruin their health. At last, the carpet is fully visible and clear and ready for a good vacuuming. So I thought, I almost forgot, I have to clean all the litter boxes, and there are quite a bit of litter boxes, so let's get to it. I have started on my Pilates journey and my arms are seriously sore here while scooping up litter. I am starting to get stronger every day, but I am certainly feeling it, and I can tell when I scoop up these litters. I have 9 cats in total, and the rule of thumb is to have 2 litter boxes per 1 cat, so there's definitely lots of litter boxes to clean. Alrighty, now the fun part begins. Let the vacuuming games start. I am not very organized when I vacuum, sadly. I do not leave lines behind My husband is very good at vacuuming and he always leaves those very beautiful lines, but I am kind of all over the place and chaotic with the vacuum. So this we will not be seeing any satisfying lines, unfortunately, but it is still oddly satisfying to vacuum all the little fur from the grounds. After vacuuming, I do love to bring back all of the cat toys. I know it creates clutter again, but I do love to see my cutie pies in their cubby holes. For some reason, there's a squeaky noise on my vacuum. I'm not sure if I need to clean it or if it's just getting old or it needs to be repaired, but there is some sort of background squeakiness to it. Now, little Gizmo is showing us how brave he is, and he is chilling on the floor like a little baby. I like to think of him as my little Pikachu because he is super cute and yellow orangey. Although many people say he looks more like Garfield's. Clean at last. Now let's take a quick walkthrough of the carpet, see how clean it is, although it's not really clean per se, it's vacuumed. We do need to replace the carpet, but that's for another day. For now, let's just enjoy that it is vacuumed and we are ready to go and clean the kitchen. Now, this is where I remove the background audio, and that is because my husband tends to be very silly in the background. Also, we have the TV that's very loud. He was playing video games here, so the TV was super loud. Nevertheless, we are almost done. We just have a few items to clean up here in the kitchen, tidy up the place, make it look nice and fresh and ready for the whole week. The kitchen is one of those areas where we spend a lot of our time in, especially since we work from home. Even though we don't really cook during that time, we do come to the kitchen often to get a water bottle or simply to look out the backyard. It is really the center of the house since it's located at the center in the middle. So it is a great place for us to just have a quick refresher, gather our thoughts, calm ourselves down, and go back to work. Because of these reasons, it is important for our kitchen to be nice and tidy and welcoming, especially when we require a quick breather from the everyday stress of work. Also, when we are ready to cook for dinner, if we do cook, honestly, it's always nice to cook in a clean kitchen. If you are wanting to start a Sunday reset, I 100% recommend it. It certainly does take some time, maybe 15 to 30 minutes max, depending on how well or how neat you want to clean your home or reset, in quotes I say. But at the end of the day, you do feel very, very well knowing that tomorrow you're going to wake up and your house is going to be nice and tidy and ready for the week to come. Also, it's not just the night before, but when you wake up the next morning, it feels so, so nice to wake up to a clean home. And if you do work in the office or you do work elsewhere, not at home, I am sure that there's no better feeling than to come home to a beautiful, clean environment. So this Sunday, do your Sunday reset. It doesn't have to be a Sunday actually. It can be Monday, Saturday, Friday reset. Any day of the week that would be your reset day and get you ready for the week to come. It's preferably preferred on a Sunday just because, of course, we all have things to do on Monday. Well, not all, some of us. Some of us are actually very lucky to not have many things to do on Monday, but most of us do have a job, and a Sunday is just the best day that many people have selected as a Sunday reset, but some do Saturday resets, and I do kind of consider my Saturday declutterings as my Saturday reset, honestly, because when I declutter, it is ready for the week. So technically, I do Saturday resets most often than Sunday resets. But with that being said, definitely give it a try if you are looking to start your week fresh. I 100% recommend a Sunday reset. And trust me, I know how tedious it can seem to even get started, especially when it's a Sunday or any day of the week and you're relaxing in the couch or on the bed, and all you want to do is scroll and not clean. But I promise you, it is going to pay off. You're going to prove to yourself that, one, you care about how you wake up the next day, and you care about your mental health, and you care about your environment and yourself. And two, you are going to prove to yourself that with 15 minutes or 30 minutes that you set aside, you can accomplish a lot. And it's going to be a perfect motivator for when you find that you are doom scrolling or you're instead wanting to stay idle, that setting aside a certain amount of minutes can actually prove to be very productive and very well spent. And hey, you can always set aside 10 or 15 more minutes to scroll at night if you want to still scroll or to still loaf. You can still set aside that time afterwards, but I encourage you to set that time aside. I know it can seem daunting. It will certainly pay off. Now I'm moving on to the laundry room. Honestly, the laundry room is our entrance and exit of our house. We don't use the front door to enter or leave our home. Our laundry room is that location, and it should really be clean at all times because it is the welcoming area and the last thing we see before we leave. Well, kind of, because of course there's a garage, but you get the point. It's the first thing that we see when we actually enter our home and the last thing that we see when we leave our home. And when it is cluttered, it is not a good feeling to arrive to a messy location and it being the first thing that you see is a hot mess. So even though we do work from home, we do drive our son to school every day. And I can only imagine how stressful it probably is for him to see a mess before he leaves and when he returns. So I am most certainly including the laundry room in my Sunday reset. For Sunday resets, you don't have to clean every single room of your house. You can select which ones are the most foot traffic. As I mentioned, the laundry room is one of those rooms for us, so it is definitely in my list for a Sunday reset cleaning. Also, I don't know if it's just me or I really do enjoy hearing the washer and dryer going on in the background. I think it's become white noise for me. So let me know if you also really like to have the washer and dryer going on. Sometimes it can get a bit obnoxious and sound like there's a ruckus going on, but other times it's very calming and soothing. So let me know if you also experience that. I am just about done here in the laundry room, and honestly, for my whole Sunday reset, I've included the places that have the most foot traffic in my home throughout the week. Before I leave you, I want to once again remind you to go and do your Sunday reset. And I want to hear, what day did you select? Are you doing a Sunday reset or a Monday reset? And what locations in your home you selected to reset for the week. Now, I wish you a happy reset session and a wonderful rest of your week.